Hey, how you doing? Thanks for joining me again in the series. This is a video I want to talk about how these tools and techniques will specifically help you in ways that can advance your life. Just jumping right into it, if you take the Stanislavski system and you start practicing it like way you would practice meditation, just daily, do it over and over again. Think these questions everywhere you go over and over again so they're automatic. What you're going to find is that you're going to think faster because the questions are designed to ask you questions about the living moment, the moment that you're in. So the more that you start taking apart that moment and asking questions and unpacking it, you're going to realize there's more to unpack. And as you do it, there's a certain function that it's going to trigger in the human mind, and we all have it. It's like whenever you're working on a simple task, if you do it over and over again, it'll fall back into second nature, and your mind will just chunk different parts of it together in order to make the task easier to do. So you'll do the task faster with less effort. Well, the same thing happens in your mind in the way you think. If you just process that same way and think about these questions over and over again, you're going to think faster in the moment. When you go in there and with your peers who don't do it, you'll see you'll outshine them. Critical thinking is another thing. Taking apart the question, all of these things open up all these different skills, because you have to be a critical thinker in order to focus on all these questions and start unpacking them and start observing them and figure out what they are, where they go, and where to place them. Among that, while you're doing all this stuff again, it starts opening up different soft skills. So you'll be learning soft skills in this, which are very important, just not really talked about and mostly overlooked. And again, like I talked in the last video, learning how to read behavior. It's important to read behavior because in the world, people will say one thing and do another. If you can read their behavior, you can gauge that a little more. That way it can give you another, point to make your decisions based on. Also, by doing this, by gaining situational awareness, by developing yourselves in this way, you'll get a better working control of the environment. I'm not saying you'll have absolute control, but it's like knowing how an improv actor, knowing how the stage work, how the play works. They have a working control of the environment because they understand the rules and how everything works. It's the same way. Most people don't understand the rules of the environment they're in because they don't pay attention. They don't ask the questions. If you start taking the time to ask these questions and start learning, you'll be able to see. It's kind of like seeing behind the curtain in The Wizard of Oz, or the green lines in The Matrix. You'll be able to see between the lines what most people miss. They're out in the open. It's just people don't know how to see them. And you can turn yourself up or down too, personality-wise. If you go to a party and you want to be the life of the party, turn yourself up. If you go to a cafe and you just want to chill out, turn yourself down. You'll learn how to control yourself better while you shift through different versions of yourself as you create them. So that's the point of this, is to develop all yourselves, not just the ones that are good for now, but the ones that are good for everywhere. Thank you for your time. Hope you take care and have a great day.